Eyewitness News at 10.
Hey,
thank you.
Little Kenyan girl is saying to the people who worked to save her leg tonight, we begin with a little differently. And this little girl's heartwarming story that is sure to make you smile. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brad Douglas. Kelly McAllister has the evening off. Tonight, a party was held in her honor after a successful surgery saved her leg from amputation. ABC 7 Eyewitness News reporter Jonquil Newland was there as the girl took off running, something she hasn't been able to do for the past 2 years. Jonquil, she joined us now live with more.
Well, Brad, today she's all smiles, but before Sengenoi came to the United States, her health was in limbo. But thanks to the good hearts of volunteers and local health officials, she will soon return to her home country with the ability to walk to school, something she couldn't do before.
8-year-old Sengenoi is like every other little girl you meet. She loves presents and playing with friends, but her trip here to the U.S. began as a search for medical help.
I was just looking for a doctor who would just, out of the goodness of his heart, just offer to do that.
When Brown met Sengenoi in Kenya, she was an orphan who'd already been through 2 surgeries to fix her foot after it became severely infected.
And these kids, they're incredibly poor and they walk around barefoot. And she actually got a thorn that went into the side of her foot and it was poisonous and it just started to cause an infection.
When her leg began to swell and wasn't healing properly, Brown knew she had to get Sengenoi to the States for help. She relied on some friends at a local hospital.
I just called and I said, hey, there's a situation.
After a week in the U.S., Sengenoi went through her first surgery, and almost 2 years after her foot became infected, she can finally walk and run again.
And today we were walking around doing some things and all of a sudden she just kind of took off running and we kind of looked at each other like, that girl just ran.
And it's become one of her favorite things to do.
Napenda kukimbia.
That's Swahili for I love to run. And thanks to the doctors here in Jackson, when she returns to Kenya, she'll hit the ground running.
Brown says before Sengenoi returns to Kenya, they're going to travel around the U.S. She also hopes to get her into a boarding school when she gets back where she can continue her education and not walk more than an hour to do so. Jonquil Newland, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
In a follow-up